Hello, good afternoon students. Welcome back in our EVS session. Hope you all are fine and taking all safety measures during this COVID-19. In previous lesson, we had learned about importance of water and a public source of water. So, today we are going to learn a new lesson, that is lesson number 9, where does water come from? Students, look at these pictures. With what do you drink water from? See children, we drink water from glass, bottle, tap, or sometimes we use our hands also. Now, here are some pictures. And tell me children, where is the drinking water stored in? Everybody has different answer. Like some store in earthen pot, some in steel tank or a can. Now children tell me, where do you think this stored drinking water come from? Yes, this stored drinking water come from wells, dams, hand pumps, rivers and lakes. Do you know children, from where does all this water come from? All the water that we get comes from rain. When it rains heavily, the flow in water increases the level of the rivulets, streams and rivers, and some water collects in a puddle. In this way, lakes are formed. So rivulets, streams, rivers and lakes are the water bodies. People build a dam to store the water from a flowing river, and people use water from the dam when it doesn't rain. Students, have you seen wells in the village? Yes, people use water from the wells by using hand pumps and bore wells. Sometimes water in the ground comes out in the form of springs. Some sources of water are formed naturally. However, places like wells and dams are man-made. If rainfall decreases, the water stored in these places also decreases. You can see such water sources in your locality, taluka or district. Now next, how is a river formed and how does it flow? Rainwater starts at a high level and begins to flow down to lower level. As the water flows down, it may pick up more water from other small streams. These streams slowly joins together to form a river. Now, how does the river flow? A river is moving from a higher to a lower. When it rains on the land, it sifts the water into the ground. So, in this way, the river flows. Now, here are the different water bodies. Flowing water and stores of water are examples of water bodies. Springs, streams, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, creeks, seas and oceans are all water bodies. Children, you can see different types of landforms. Due to the high and low levels of land at different places, land gets different forms. For example, mountains, volcanoes, valleys, plain, canyon, icelands, rivers, oceans, plateaus, hills, hillocks, passes, plains are some of the landforms. Children, do you know where a spring comes from? Yes, actually, rainwater seeps into the ground. It seeps into the ground through cracks in the soil and rocks. Even under the ground, it flows from a higher level to lower levels. This groundwater comes out of the ground in some places. This is what we call a spring. Now, make friends with maps. Students, look at this map. This map shows you the water bodies and landforms in our district. The water bodies are shown in blue color. Landforms are shown in different colors. So these colors are given according to the height of the region. Now students, with the help of this map, let's we solve some question and answers. Now students, observe this map carefully and give me the answer. So question number 1. Write the name of the sea to the west of our district in the box. Now students, observe this map carefully and tell me which sea to the west of in this map. Yes, Arabian Sea. Now question number 2. Write the name of the mountain in the district. Now students, look at this map carefully and tell me which mountain you can see in this map. Yes, Sahyadri mountain. Now next, question number 3. The most important sources of water distribution in the district are the lakes. Find them on the map and write their names in the box. Now tell me students, which lakes you can see in this map? Yes, very good. There are 2 lakes in this map, Tansa Lake and Bhatsa Lake. Now students, let's find out 2 creeks given in this map. So first one is Vasai Creek and second one is Thane Creek. Now students, here is one experiment. Try this. Take 3 bottles of the same shape. Fill one bottle to the brim with water. Imagine that you are the only one using all this water. This means you can use all the water in the bottle. This is shown in first picture. The boy is drinking the full water bottle. In the second picture, you can see one bottle is shared by 2 boys. Now fill the second bottle with water. Imagine that another student from your class will also use this bottle with you. Divide the water equally into 2 parts. Now see how much water you get. Is this water less or more than the amount you had the first time? Students, the amount of water that you had first time was more, because here you had to share with the other boy. Now in the third picture, you can see 5 of them sharing the water from one bottle. Now fill the third bottle. Imagine that 4 other children in the class besides you will use this water. Now you will have to divide the water in the bottle into 5 equal parts. Now see how much your share of the water is. Is the amount of water you have this time less or more than the first two times. Think about why this happened. Students, you have less than the first two times because here you have to share amount 4 including you. You are 5. This happens because children are more and there is less water. So we must use water carefully. Now students, let's see what's the solution. Rahul and Saguna drink water. After playing, they wash their hands and feet. They bath every morning and wash their plates after eating. However, they use too much water while doing these things. Their mother scolds them. They wonder how they should use water carefully. What good ideas can you give them for using water carefully? Yes, we can give them some ideas for using water carefully, like when drink water from a glass, only take as much as you need. Do not keep the water taps open while washing hands and feet. Take shorter showers. Turn off the shower tap while soaping. When wash dishes, turn off the tap while you soap and scrub the dishes. Students, hope you understood how to use water carefully. Now, next, pipelines are used to carry water from distant wells, lakes and water tanks to our homes. In some places, water tankers are used to carry the water from place to place. Next, always remember, Mausanram and Cherrapunji are two places in India which receive the highest rainfall in the world. In summer, however, there is a shortage of water in those places. The same thing occurs in the Konkan region of Maharashtra. This is because adequate efforts are not made to store rainwater. Storing rainwater will help solve this problem. Now students, let's see what we have learned in this lesson. All the water we get is rainwater. Rivers, lakes and springs are all formed because of the rain. Rivers start in high places like mountains and flow downhill. It is necessary to collect rainwater. I hope you all understood this lesson very well. Thank you. Take care. Be safe.